Welcome back to another Yost Build video. So today we have the ACR. In the last video I mentioned that the clutch cable was no good. We had already ordered one from Mopar. It has been here for a couple months now since this car actually was delivered. We actually went down with our car trailer and picked it up from Tampa, Florida. We got a really good deal on the car. Of course, it didn't come with the TE37s. It has a few issues which we've been working through. The clutch, the alignment, there was a lot of little things. There's rear trailing arms that actually hit if you put a decent sized tire on it. So we swapped those out, swapped the clutch cable out. The motor is literally fully built 2-liter. This car supposedly was built to go 1050s in the quarter mile. I say supposedly because we've never got proof of a time slip or anything like that. It does and has been to Vandermeer Speedway, and it was in the 1050 class. There's a sticker right here. It does have a odometer shift light. It does have a full cage. The car has no rear interior. As you can see, the cage, the race harnesses. It does have a carbon trunk. Had to slam it pretty tight because the springs are real tight. It does have a carbon hood. This car should weigh somewhere in the 2,300 pound range. Like I said, was built for about 500, 600 horsepower. In this current configuration with the twin disc and everything that's in it, I see no reason why, once we have all the little issues worked out, we get a tune on this thing, we can go 10s with it. There should be no issues with that. But today, I already fixed the cable earlier this morning. It was literally 5 minutes, swap out, put the new one in, make sure everything worked, kick the pedal 2 or 3 times so it self-adjusts. And what we're gonna do is go for a test drive. So I did a Lavaca backyard alignment on this thing not too long ago. It should track pretty straight. I have no known issues with the motor or transmission. We'll find out if it has any on the drive. Like I said, we bought this car sight unseen. We had a few pictures, good old internet buy, but we've been working through the little issues here and there, and let's go for a test drive. All right guys, so this is gonna be the first time trying out a head cam, and don't laugh at me getting in and out of this car with the cage. It is not very fun. So what you do, slide your first foot in and slide your butt down and you slide in. So I don't know how well you're gonna hear anything while I'm driving, because this car does have a in-tank, I believe 310 AEM feeding an Aeromotive. I believe it's a 650 or a 1000. It's a pretty good sized pump. And this is a cable twin disc. You can see the car only has 53,000 miles on it from what it says. So this could be an interesting car. Cable twin disc test drive 2. Alright guys, so we're back from the test drive. If you guys didn't notice in the video, it started raining. This car, plus rain, rather scary. This car does have some rather old BFG tires on it. These are like era 2008, I believe. These are they're pretty old, but the Volks do look really good on here. Like I said, this car just needs a little bit of cleanup. Like the hood has the weird, I guess, like haze to the clear coat for the carbon. Happens to tons of carbon hoods. The paint in the car itself is extremely clean. The cage work, everything is really well done. This, like I said, this car, the only reason we bought it is it was such an amazing deal, and we couldn't pass up on it. We used to have a 4-door ACR that we had gotten rid of that was actually a built single cam. So if you guys like the neon content, you know, we can do neon builds. If you guys like the Spirit RT content, we can do T3 builds. If you guys like the CSX, well, we're gonna have to rebuild this anyway. So even if you don't like it, you're gonna see it because we got to rebuild it. Something is definitely wrong, and we're going to convert this car to a Megasport Pro MS Pro 3. So it will no longer be on a factory ECU. That one's already not on a factory ECU, and this is on a flashable ECU. So we already have all those options. You can see we have tons of parts over here on the shelf. This is the 3-bay garage that I will be doing a majority of all my work in. We are trying to get a bin pack lift. We will, you know, invest in that in the future. We have a couple set of tires. We have our slicks over here. NASCAR, Yost built, you know, all of the good things. So if you guys are liking the content, as always, give it a thumbs up. Give me a like. Leave down in the comments below what you think about the Neon. So I'm gonna get to working on the Spirit, try to fix the clutch, try to get everything worked out, so then we can do a you know, a little test drive on it. It actually has street tires on it. It doesn't have full body coilovers. It only has, well, it has coilovers. They're like a made up coilover using a factory strut. These old cars are weird. They don't make much suspension parts for them. So actually both of these cars have it. So if you guys are liking the content, as always, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to leave a comment about the Neon, what do you guys think of it? Is it too loud? It does have a full 3-inch exhaust. It does have a muffler and a resonator, which is pretty weird. The car and motor itself isn't that loud. The fuel pump is ridiculous. I don't know why they put such a big fuel pump. I guess they were going for 1,000 horsepower. They didn't need to. But as always, you guys are the greatest. Until the next one.